I'm definitely ready. Hello, folks. We're live. John Anile is ill. He has the world famous. He's recovering from the world famous illness right now, and he's got a head cold. He feels like hell, so he can't do it. We hope you get better, John Anile. Get well soon.
Yep.
Plus, he's dealing with that nice Massachusetts weather right now, northern Massachusetts. I'm in Louisiana with Louisiana Stout Reviews. Michael Komaroff is the Stout King in Brooklyn, New York City, New York, who didn't get a lot of snow, thankfully. The Beverage Ramble is in Georgia, and he'll probably take over the name Georgia Beer Review soon. Now,
maybe.
Got a claim on it, you see. And then BC Beer Reviews, so BC's Beer Reviews, BC Stout Reviews today, I'm sorry. Whether it's a bottle or a can, he's going to review that. He's about to review that stout. But enough jibber jabber. Let's get on with the products. I have chocolate babka, 10% alcohol, and I was reading that babka is sort of twisted cake from Poland, like a spice cake. Michael Komaroff has the world famous Guinness Extra Stout at 5.6. Jones got to get up to get down at 5% from Wiseacre in Memphis. I've been there. I've had their beers, never been there. I've been to Memphis. Been to Memphis many times. Coffee milk stout. And BC's Beer Reviews has Larry's Last because Larry Bell is leaving the stage. His family did not want the company. And so he sold it to, well, actually, Mitsubishi, who owns it now. Mitsubishi, who makes cars and owns beer companies. And Larry Bell, people were getting ready to pick on him like, how dare you sell out? This is a betrayal and all that bull. But he jumped the gun on those people and he said, look, I'm not young, okay? I started the brewery 35 years ago when I was, in my 30s. He said, none of my family wants the brewery, all right? They don't want it. They wouldn't mind the money, but they don't want the brewery. They don't want to run it. So he said, what I'm supposed to do? Run it till I'm 100? I'm tired. He said, I'm tired, so he sold it to the people come along, Lion Breweries of Australia, who's owned by Mitsubishi, and he sold it. So I can't really hold that against him. I don't know how y'all feel about it, but
Now, isn't that the same company? The Mitsubishi also owns the Asahi beers as well.
I think they own Kirin. Kirin, but
right. Okay. All right, wrong beer company.
Yeah, I don't mind it, but I just hope. If they evolve in a natural way, fine. But just don't come in and just start making cuts and changes drastically. So it's worked. They've got a good thing going. They know what works for them and they go with it. So, I hope it, stays, but, just kind of.
I doubt they're going to come and mess it up. Why kill the goose that laid the golden egg,
Yeah, exactly.
No, John, he's not going to hijack your channel name just yet. He's going to wait a couple of months. Then he's going to make his move. Cheers, guys. Get well soon. Okay.
Craig Swenson has Dragon's Milk, which is a good one.
Craig ought to join. I got the link posted. He could join and show us. Okay, well, anyway, enough of that. I can't show y'all a website because there actually isn't a website for this beer, so that's not possible. But I hope I'm not lagging or anything. Do I sound all right?
You're fine, Jay.
Okay. I got to get a new system. I do need to get a new system, but I'm still trying to get my carport repaired from the hurricane. This guy keeps telling me, I'm coming. When you coming? In 2025? So let me pour some more. I might get kind of loose in the head on this because it's 10% and it's a bomber bottle. And I'm hoping that doesn't happen, but here's what it looks like. Apparently that's what a babka looks like. Kind of like a king cake or just what you call a coffee cake, I guess. Pastry
and that was
style.
Trader Joe's, right, Jay?
Yes. I bought it at Trader Joe's and it cost $3.98, $3.99. Okay.
A bargain.
Yeah, and then I bought the one from last week called the Tiramisu, 8%. So two of these bombers for $7.98. I
Can't
don't
beat
see.
it.
Yeah, you can't beat it. And it's from Campanology Brewing. The real name is Octopi Brewing in Wisconsin, and they only do contract brewing. They don't make their own brands. They just do beer for other people, which I guess is fine. You know, I mean, they might take you on a tour of the brewery. Okay, so the head is thin and it's dark brown, but it's not black. You can, if the light's hitting it right, you can see a lot of brown. Funny thing about this beer, Beer Advocate gives it 85. Good. Okay, fine. I'm sorry, Beer Advocate. Now, Rate Beer gives it the same score, 85. So 85, 85. But then Rate Beer gives it a 19 in the style. Now, tell me how the beer could be rated good in 85, but in the style it's a 19, which would you want to drink something that was 19 out of 100? That means it's 89. I mean, 79%. No, 71%. 81% bad. I'll get it right. 81% bad. That would probably. I can't imagine that you could drink that.
But Jay, we've had discussions with Rate Beer rating these Euro lagers 1 and 2 and 3 on their base ratings, which it's obscene. It's impossible. You couldn't brew something that's that bad.
Yeah, they'll give some. Yeah, like some of these beers, like Gross, they'll give like a 3 out of 100.
I mean, come on. It's crazy.
It is crazy. Anyway, enough rant. I like the beer. It's chocolatey. It's velvety. I'm gonna get more in depth in a little bit. I got to look up the Guinness website for Michael. He's got the most famous stout in the world, actually. Of course.
Okay, it's established in 1759 by Arthur Guinness, and if nothing else, Arthur was a good businessman. Took out a 1,000-year lease. That was pretty smart at the time. Brewed in Dublin, Ireland, 5.6%. And I think, as Jay says, it is probably the most famous stout in the world. They also have a draft version, which is 4.2%, which I guess is also quite famous. But this one is the
newer,
most famous. And
the draft didn't hit the market until 59.
I did kind of an Alex pour there. Do you see? So it's got like a 3-finger head, nice tan head, and very dark brown. Let's see. I don't think you can't see through it. It's an opaque look. Unfortunately, it comes in these 11.2 ounce bottles, but we can keep beating up on it as long as we want. I don't think they're going to convert to a system like 12%, but 12-ounce bottle. But that's just life, and we have.
Yeah, but Michael, the thing that really irritates me is when I'm getting American brewed beers that are 11.2.
It's almost like they want to take advantage because it's like a loophole. They could say we're doing it on that system, which is crazy, but that's the way it goes. Anyway, so it's dark brown. I'll just get the nose and then pass it over to Beer Beverage Ramble. Getting a lot of roasted malts in this, and I'll give you a further description when we come back around.
All right, gentlemen, it was good.
Before we move on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, do you want to put up the website?
Wait.
You can read on the website 5.6%.
We see it.
We see it. And there's the full story, 250 years of brewing excellence.
Now it says the extra stout is based on a beer they first brewed in 1821. When he set down precise instructions for brewing his Superior Porter. It was called Superior Porter. Now, it's interesting, because if you look at old Guinness advertisements from the early 1900s, somebody's got to echo. If you look at the old Guinness advertisements, they call it a porter. I don't know where this deal came when they decided to call it a stout. It says those who sold other stouts were not entitled to carry the standard Guinness label and instead had to apply to the brewery for their own unique labels, which would then bear their name and address. This continued until 1862 when the famous Buff Guinness trademark, buff meaning like khaki, was first introduced. This design has gone through many permutations over the years, but to this day, all our labels are marked by 3 devices: Arthur's signature, our legendary harp symbol, and a name now known the world over, Guinness. So here's a Guinness Extra Stout, but they used to license it to different breweries. See, if you bought the recipe, you could sell it. And this one says bottled by Robert Tyler, Stokes Croft, Bristol. Much like Coca-Cola does now, where you can buy the rights to make Coca-Cola. As long as you follow their guidelines, you can do it. Okay. Medium and balanced, a roast character with subtle fermentation, fruitness, a perfect rounded flavor of bitter and sweet, smooth with a slight bite leading to a dry finish. 5.6, distinctly black, full-bodied liquid with a rich, creamy head. Okay, so their website is very intricate, so you would have to spend a long time looking at it, but it's great. Now we'll go to the beverage ramble as soon as I get this set up. And I'll look up their website, you see.
Yeah, I'm looking at the website right now. So of Wiseacre. I've had 3 other beers from them. I had their Pilsner, I had their Oktoberfest, and of course their Bohemian Pilsner, the Tiny Bomb, and the Oktoberfest, and this beer from them. Brewery is, as Jay mentioned, is in Memphis, Tennessee. Great city, great town, lot to do there in Memphis. I'm drinking their coffee. Get up, got to get up and get down. Milk is a sweet milk stout, 5% ABV. Gets a 89 score on Beer Advocate. Definitely the chocolate. I mean, definitely you hear the coffee. It has a little bit of cocoa, I'm guessing, in this as well. It's very sweet. So I'll have my tasting coming up when we come back to me. Now, Georgia beer reviews.
No, yeah, well.
Feel better, John. No, I'm just kidding.
You got nothing to worry about, John, until around March. Then you can worry. All right. Here's the website. So we're going to bring up the website. Hold on a second. Let me go with screen share again. The only problem with screen share is it knocks off the little box where the person is showcased. I have to bring it back up once. All right, so let's go to screen share. And it says magical natural processed beans from the Congo region of Ethiopia lead the way. This rare variety of coffee, Congo coffee, leads to aromas of sweet roastiness and flavors of blueberry pie. Well, you can read it, Jean, if you want to. I don't know. Okay, well, I guess I'm not going to read it. Lactose or milk sugar is added along with oats for a silky medium body and lush finish.
My
Red
bad.
Bull and vodka.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I was reading it and I realized I had my microphone muted, so my bad. So, you want me to finish it up?
Red Bull. I don't know what this means. Red Bull and vodka done the long way for old men, not teenagers.
I don't know what that means either. I don't know what the hell they were trying to get at with that. No idea.
What's the difference? Oh, I know in 2020, Ringo Starr made a song called y'all might remember. Ringo Starr used to be in a band years ago, but he made a song called I don't remember. I don't think they were very popular, but he made a song called "Gotta Get Up to Get Down." What's the difference in a milk stout and other stouts? Glad you asked. All stouts use roasted barley, but milk stout use lactose sugar, which is unfermentable, so it won't ferment. It won't turn into alcohol, and provides a residual sweetness, which means sweetness that stays behind. These styles are medium bodied, ranging from 4 to 6%, with a whatever that is. Dry Irish stout, American stout, or Russian imperial stout. What you get with our beer? IBUs are 15. They use Bravo bittering hops. The malts are 2-row roasted barley, rolled oats, lactose sugar, and ale yeast. Very, very nice. Red beans and rice, heat order twice. Now, going to, I wish Bumpy Road could join us, but I think he's working. Yeah, the Beatles. I don't think they really panned out. I think they tried, but it didn't work out for them. All right. Now, time for BC's beer reviews.
Oh,
Bump Road is working. I think it works on a railroad all the live long day.
So waiting for BC, I guess, turn to.
Yep.
United, that thing doesn't work half the time.
As you guys know, I'm doing Larry's last Imperial Oatmeal Stout. So I guess they've got a whole line of these things too. So of different beers of that. So it's kind of crazy. Seeing it at the store, I had to pick it up to review it. So it's rather nice. Like I said, it was a 10%er. Yeah, I think the IBUs are 30. So oatmeal stout. You can see blackhead when I poured it. It's not like about, I don't know, 1/8 of a head on top, khaki head. It's definitely jet black. I can't see nothing through it at all. So, yeah. Smells really good. It's not as boozy as I thought it was going to be when I first opened it up. So, but really digging it. And the funniest thing about it is I picked up this 4-pack at the store, and this was actually packaged 5 days ago.
Wow.
So, yeah. It was 122. Yeah. Was it 122? 124. Yeah. So, okay, 6 days ago. So, and on top of that, this one is the shelf life on it is unlimited. So you can celebrate this all you want, which is awesome. So,
Bumpy, you're not too late. Bumpy, you can join if you want. We don't play. We're not, like persnickety about things. Website, look.
Larry.
Yeah.
It's Larry. He's not young.
Ellsburn.
10%. Woo. We don't know the IBUs, but here's the secret to their website. If you click on that, it tells you
why they don't show IBUs. Yeah.
Yeah, but then it tells you the number 30.
Yeah.
It's like they don't want to tell you, but if you're willing to make another click, you can find out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it only took me 10 years to find that. Okay, BC, I won't interrupt anymore.
Well, I was pretty much done. I was going to get it to waiting for the next round or tasting is pretty much all I have to say.
All right. Okay, Bumpy Road says, yeah, Craig said he never heard of the Beatles either. Yeah, they were never nothing. Okay, if you'd like me to join, I can. Yes, we would like you to join. We always like you to join, Bumpy, of course. No, you're not too late. Anybody got an issue with Bumpy Road joining? Speak up now.
Nope.
Forever hold your sausage. All right.
We love Bumpy.
That's right. If you don't love Bumpy, you're full of hate, and we don't want haters.
Bumpy, come on in, man.
Now, Craig is very, very evil because he says, I would, but I won't. See, Craig always makes good comments on alcohol eggs, but he won't join. And I take exception to that, but that's okay. Here is the legendary Bumpy Road Brewing.
Bumpy.
Hello.
Bumpy, good morning, my friend.
Good morning.
Bumpy.
You staying warm?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a cold bout for a couple days and warm up for a few days and then go back to being freezing again. But it's not the staying warm part; it's shoveling stupid snow.
Oh, yikes.
Oh, what I have, this is from a company, a very small nano brewery in Marlborough, New Hampshire. And it is from Frog Brewing. This is called Croconut Stout. And it's an imperial whiskey barrel-aged stout. Comes in at 11.4% ABV. It's got the flip-top waxed bottle with a nice frog green. So I think I kind of cut around without cutting myself, but it's a butter knife, so it won't be too bad anyways.
Unfortunately, they don't have a website. They only have a Facebook page, and those don't usually work too well with StreamYard. I don't know if it's some copyright issue or something, but all right, 11%.
11.4%, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna put that in the banners.
And we'll see if this works. I don't know. These gross type bottles are, especially with the wax. Oh, okay. Takes the whole wax right out. I didn't even need to cut it.
That was actually pretty good. I've seen them fly off.
Yeah. It is just a little bit tricky still. Well, this is an interesting. Got it. You go down. Oh, this is just a bad setup.
Well, that's great.
This thing is all. There we go. We'll flip that way.
Got to be a scientist to do it.
Got it. All right. I've heard the original version of this was very good, so I'm hoping that the whiskey barrel-aged version would be even better if the original was good. I never had the original, though, so I couldn't tell you. It's somebody else's palate saying that it was good. So,
Hey, Bumpy, I bet that wasn't $3.99.
no, I don't know I can't remember what I paid. I think it was in the $17 to $18 range.
Holy smokes.
Yeah.
When a nano brewery starts barrel aging stuff, they aren't doing it in a gigantic, massive thing, so it costs a bit more.
But like my grandmother used to say, oh Lord.
That's Bumpy's attack dog.
Like my grandma used to say, when you got a lot of money, you can do anything in the world. Okay, go ahead.
All right. Well, anyways, there's gonna be people snow blowing their driveways, shoveling, walking by. So the dogs are gonna be nuts. All right. Yeah, the head didn't last on it. It was a kind of tannish colored head. The body itself, it's got some carbonation kind of running up the side there. I think you can kind of see that. Fairly small carbonation bubbles. Bit of a kind of caramel and amber-esque color down below. It kind of looks like it's a shade of brown. It's not really going into a black beer. It's more on the brown side. Aromas. There's the chocolate note in there. There's a bit of It's a bit of a plum type note. It smells like there might be some spices in there. It could be coming from the whiskey barrel itself.
Okay, well, hold on. We're going to go into more detail when we come back around, okay?
Oh, okay. I didn't know how far we went. All right.
We really weren't that far into it.
Oh, okay, cool.
Sorry, I couldn't share the website, but like you said, it's a nano brewery, and some of these tiny little breweries don't really have a website. All right, and the one I'm drinking doesn't technically have a website. Okay, Southern University, Jaguars, just wearing that for y'all. Founded in 1888 in Louisiana. The Jaguars, as they say in England, the Jaguars. Okay. This isn't going to take me too long. Getting down into it. This bomber bottle. The aroma is chocolate or cacao. But remember I told y'all one time on Stout Sunday I was going to explain why they call it cacao instead of cocoa, and then I forgot. I'll tell you real fast. That this British guy in the 1800s, he was exploring West Africa. So he found this area on the coast where they grew cocoa beans. So he was writing his report back to the British government, and he said, in this area over here, they grow cocoa beans in these trees, don't you know? But he didn't know how to spell that well, so he wrote cocoa, but he spelled it cacao because he thought it was spelled that way. So when he sent his report back to England, they said, cacao, that's a mighty odd way to spell that word, but then it stuck, C-A-C-A-O. But he was really trying to write cocoa. But that was a comical story, how the incorrect spelling became the official spelling. But anyway, it smells like cocoa. I'm sorry, cacao. And it smells like dark roasted but not burnt malts. Cheers. Here comes the taste.
Cheers.
Okay.
Cheers.
It's sweet, but it's not too sweet. It's not like sugary, disgusting sweet. It's sweet, but not overboard. You get cocoa, of course. That's what they add. That's the only flavoring added is cocoa. You get dark roasted malt, but it's not burnt. It's close, though. It's close. There's a little acrid from the dark roasted, but it's not like cigarette ashes. Like some of these will like literally taste like cigarette ashes. It's kind of, but high, medium body, mostly dryish. On the sweetness scale, it's probably 3.5 out of 5 sugar cubes. Bitterness scale, probably about 2.5 out of 5 bitterness units, hop cones. There is a little it's not as much as it was when I first popped the bottle. I was picking up a lot of alcohol, like it tasted like whiskey, although it's not whiskey barrel aged. That's faded, thankfully. The alcohol flavor faded. But if you drink enough of 22 ounces, you're gonna be faded. Look, 10%. Like George says, don't drink this and then drive. Don't be a fool. Go eat lunch and then lay down and then watch the AFC Championship. Do something constructive or whatever. All right. High, medium body. I like it. I don't love it. It's not the greatest thing. It's kind of simplistic. It's really kind of simplistic. You get 2 flavors. Dark roasted malt, which is grain, and cocoa. And that's about it. Okay. I feel comfortable giving it an 85 out of 100. It's good. Not very good. Not excellent, but it's good. And for $3.99 a bomber, I can't complain. My only complaint is Rapier giving it a 19 out of 100 in the style. Like, well, what are you talking about? Their whole rating makes no sense. They give 5. They're like, well, overall, it's an 85. It's a good beer. In the style, it's a 19. It's undrinkable. You will go to the hospital if you drink it. Okay, come on. Get real, people. But I like it, and I don't take issue with buying it. Although I do strongly advise if you have a choice and you don't have enough money to buy both, I would go 8%. Tiramisu. Tiramisu is a little creamier, but if you can't afford it, I mean, buy it. Heck. Okay, so I'm going to put the score in the banners, and now we're going to jump over to the next person, who is Michael. If I can get him to move over, you know how this works. Give it one more shot.
Okay, well, I think everybody in the group and all the people commenting and watching will say that this is probably one of the easiest beers you could get in terms of finding it in convenience stores, gas stations, supermarkets, and pretty much everywhere. So it's not hard to get. As you can see, I've been working on it. I'm down to about maybe a quarter left, whatever. But the head has faded down. It was, when I poured it 3 fingers, now it's just a little small, thin, but it does come back when you're getting nice head retention on the side and, looking good. So anyway, I smelled it before, dark roasted malt, maybe getting a little bit of coffee in the background as well. You don't smell any sweetness in this at all. So if anything, you're getting just that general stout kind of smell that you get from some other Irish stouts as well. But let's give it a taste. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers to the last swig of it.
Okay, I guess I've had this many times, but I guess the fairest way I can be to this, it's consistently the same every bottle or every can you have of this, and it's descriptive wise, you're getting mild bitterness, you're getting some coffee, you're getting the dark roasted malts, and it's 5.6%, and it's, you don't get much alcohol in it. You could drink a lot of this without any problem. It's smooth to the taste. It's just a classic product, which has never let me down. And I do have to say, when you do go to like an Irish bar in New York, and they give you their fancy, and that's the draft edition, they give you the fancy pour, and it goes up and down. It's always excited me. I don't know what the story is. I guess it's the difference between nitrogen and carbon dioxide on it, but the way the pour has always gone, it's been a wonderful thing to watch. But it's, the company, it's owned by Diageo, which is this super large company that handles a lot of other products as well as Guinness. And it's
wait. Remember, Diageo is Guinness. They're not owned by Diageo. They are Diageo. Guinness is the people that run Diageo. Okay, they bought everybody else out. Okay.
Right. They're the parent company of the whole operation. And,
right. They just changed the name. They just came up with that name because they didn't want to call it Guinness.
But they are a big conglomerate company and have a lot of other
Oh
interests.
yeah, definitely.
So this is definitely a classic. I am going to give it a 95. If you look at past Stout Sundays, I think there have been times when I have rated, I've given it a 94. Depends which side of the bed I wake up on. It's in that same area. It's never dropped below, being an A anyway. And it's solidly up there and highly recommended. And I would say the draft version is a better place to start if you've never had a stout before, because it's 4.2 and it's mild. It's milder, but there's certainly nothing wrong with this. Just a little bit stronger tasting and a little bit more bitter feel to it, but it's classic. It's highly recommended. And if you are somebody who likes stouts, it's not one to turn your nose down on because they brew so much of it. I mean, that's what you get from some people. Oh, it's a macro stout because they brew. I don't know how much they brew. They do brew a lot of it. It's a macro. Now, again, it's, you still have to go by how it tastes and what it is. It's a well manufactured product, and I'm gonna keep buying it.
So you don't feel like intimidated or guilty for drinking a company that's like one of the biggest beer, wine, and liquor producers in the world.
No guilt at all.
Because
I would recommend
they
it.
produce they produce a huge amount, like probably the biggest amount of beer, wine, and liquor in the world. Wine too, yeah. If you look at
and
what,
Jay, there are other two beer brands, which are Smittix, which looks like Smithwick, but it's Smittix, and Bass is theirs as well. So those are their three big
Bass
companies.
No, Bass is an Anheuser-Busch InBev.
Not Bass. What's the other product they make? They have another one that they do make besides Smittix.
You're thinking of let's see, Harp, Guinness.
It's Harp. It's Harp. It is Harp. It's Harp, not Bass.
And Kilkenny, but I can't get
recommend
that.
It. I recommend it, and if you can't tell me you can't find it.
No, if we did a Guinness examination and you told me I can't join because I can't find it, I would know you were lying.
I can't find it in my house, Mike.
Somebody got some bad.
Yeah, but that's because that's because you didn't buy any. But you could get it. You probably could drive within a half a mile of your house and get something.
Yeah, it's right it's in the store that's like right down the road all the time.
I mean, it's not as widespread.
Yeah, same here.
It's not as widespread, Jay, as Bud Light. In other words, there's more Bud Light out there than Guinness, but that's not a sign of anything.
Yeah, but it's not far. But it's not far behind, though.
No, they make a lot of it.
He has an addiction. I guess that would be me. About my using my phone. Hey man,
I ain't the one.
Hey people reaching out to me, so Hey. All right. Got to get up to the get down. Coffee milk stout from Wise Acre Brewing Company in Memphis, Tennessee. 5% ABV, 89 score, and so far sipping on this, I'm definitely getting the flavor of that milk sugar that's in it. Definitely the coffeeness, the coffee flavors there. But I'm not getting that same flavors of blueberry pie. It's pretty much not present in this stout. So
yeah, right.
So I kind of find it odd, and even that last statement, Red Bull and vodka done belong away for old men, not teenagers.
Yeah, I just ignore that. That's somebody was probably high on some cocoa.
Yeah,
beans,
cocoa, the real
powder.
cocoa, or the coffee, or maybe you're drinking too much coffee, which is
like Tony Montana,
Yeah, hey, Memphis, Anyway, great city, I guess, as I mentioned. The Soto Bridge to get to Arkansas. I'm guessing they use that nice clean Mississippi River to brew this beer. But overall, it's good. It's kind of would say introductory for most folks who want to drink a stout. Kind of what Mike has with the Guinness extra stout. This is kind of very low maintenance, nothing too strong, kind of decent, but it is very sweet, very flavorful. So this would be good. Again, a nice dessert to pair it with, a chocolate cake, or I don't know, anything that deals with chocolate, or coffee ice cream. I don't know. But none of that blueberry flavor that they say that's in this. I'm not getting that. Definitely the sweetness of the lactose, the milk sugar is definitely there. So overall, really good. So we'll have my score coming up, which will be very good.
No, give it now. Give it now.
Oh, okay. All right. I will give it a 90 out of 100.
Okay,
That's a
A
nice-
minus. That's
good.
fair enough. Fair enough.
Nice
I'd probably agree with that.
So
Now
I guess
we're going
do
to
promos
Michigan.
afterwards, right?
Yeah, we'll do some promos after. We're going to go to Michigan in the former Northwest Territories. Michigan was part of the Northwest Territories, and BC's. I don't know what happened. We're going to go to BC's if I can get it pulled over.
I don't see me.
Yeah, I know your video cut out, but StreamYard.
You don't see
StreamYard
me.
looked like StreamYard kind of failed. No, I'm serious. I think StreamYard kind of failed just now because it's not dragging over. So I'm going to go to full screen because I think they had a little crash. I mean, they might have had a little crash. Okay.
Well, as you know, I'm drinking the oatmeal stout, and it's really good. It's pretty strong. It's complicated. Definitely has that like dark chocolate taste to it. It's really good. I'm getting some like dark fruit off of this. Can't quite pin it down, but this beer, it just like, well, this is one of the rare times where the description kind of fits the beer, where it is kind of complex. I mean, for being a 10%er, you could taste the booziness in it, but it's not like a punch to the face. It's kind of like they're hanging out with everything else, saying, "Hey, I'm here," type of deal. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it's
I hope I find it. I hope I see it.
it's really good. The thing about this is they only sell them in 4-packs for $16.99. So, but that's I don't know what I mean. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know what makes it so special. It's
Yeah,
not like it's a
that's $4.25 a bottle. That ain't no joke.
yeah. And as far as I could tell, I could be wrong, but this is not a bourbon aged barrel beer. So I mean, with it being an unlimited shelf life, it's like, why is it so much? I mean, to a certain extent, I see the point with it being unlimited, but still, on the other hand, but as far as the booziness, not there, but it's really good. I really enjoy it. So, if I had to give this one a grade, it would be a 95. 95 on this one. So,
Actually, you do have to give it a grade. 95 out of 100. Okay.
Yeah. So, but I really enjoy it. I really enjoy it. If I ever see this one again, I'll pick it up. So, and a little side note before we go on, I guess this was like one of the first variations of beers that he brewed when he started Bell's Beers.
Yeah.
Which makes me kind of wonder if this led into the Kalamazoo Stout or even the Expedition Stout. So
That's a good question. That's a good question,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be interesting to see how Mitsubishi's going to run it. Are they going to screw it all up, or are they going to let things run as well as they've been running? Right.
yeah, and that's what I'm really waiting to see. I hope, like I was trying to say earlier, I hope there's a natural evolution to what they do with the company, like they've always done. So, I mean, I'd much rather have that than some bigger person or company coming in making changes. So, well, I'll just wait and see what happens. So,
Well, from what I've noticed across the board, that company seems to kind of take a hands-off approach. It's sort of like the attitude is, if the money keeps coming in, do what you want.
okay. So they
Now,
don't
if you start
micromanage them.
Yeah. Now, if you start losing money, well, now, of course, it could be a different problem. All right.
If
Yeah.
they're owned by Mitsubishi now, they might have some updated refrigeration systems, though, because Mitsubishi does a lot of different things, like refrigeration.
Yeah, maybe they'll have a gallant pale ale. and a Lancer and a Lancer blonde ale. All right.
Or a yeah.
So the head totally disappeared on this thing. Can't even regenerate. Like I was saying, the aromas, it's got a chocolate note to it. There's a little bit of a oak barrel, a little bit. Can't really say I'm picking up on whiskey type notes, but there is a sweetness to it with the chocolate notes. There's not a lot of, like, if at all, coffee notes in this, which I'm appreciating that because I'm not a big, black coffee drinker anyway, so I like it sweet. Bit of a plum and some type of, like, kind of spiciness. So I'm not sure if they used any types of spices in this to make it holiday, if they added, like, nutmeg or anything like that to it. But it does have a little bit of a spicy nose, which, who knows, that could be coming from the whiskey barrel itself. The flavors, cheers.
Cheers, Bumpy.
Cheers, Bumpy.
First off, it said thin, medium body. It's got a good medium carbonation. Plenty of carbonation on the palate. Upfront notes, chocolate, bit of a plum kind of leading into tobacco. I get a little bit of, like, a hazelnut flavor in there as well. Something I didn't mention up front with that chocolate, there's a little bit of coconut, like coconut milk type flavor.
Wow.
It ends with this. It does have this kind of spicy finish to it. It reminds me of like a nutmeg. Just like a spice you might find in some holiday type dishes, with a little bit of a burn going down the throat. It's no alcohol presence on the flavor, but it does have that warming effect in the chest and everything, and it warms up the body as well, which is nice coming in from being out in the cold shoveling. So it's good. It is on the sweeter side of stouts, which I don't mind. It's not cloyingly sweet. It doesn't go super bitter at all. But like the kind of finish on it, like I said, it's got that spice note, which, is nice. And overall, I think the flavors on it make the mouthfeel okay for me. I'm not particular on like thinner mouthfeels on a stout. I much prefer a big, thick, old, oily stout. But I don't know. The flavors on it are pretty darn good. And I'll go ahead and give this one a score of a 96 out of 100.
Do you think it justifies the price?
It's I don't know. It's one of those things just with them being so small, and I think they're just, for them to get a barrel, it probably costs them a lot more than it does the larger breweries that especially do larger batches of stuff. So I think small batch, it's definitely costing them more out of pocket. So I think you got to kind of, and also for them to make a product that stands out like this does, up there with the big boys. Like I said, a little bit of a thicker body would have been better in my book. Totally on a stout, but the flavors are pretty much there, and it's nice to me. Like I said, it's along the lines of where I like my stouts, not being super bitter and a bit on the sweeter side, and also no coffee notes to speak of, which is another nice, pleasant thing. Too much coffee in a lot of stouts. So
Yeah.
yeah, so I mean, I don't
Well,
mind paying
that's how we're gonna do the.
this much.
Hey, I always say it's not too much money if you're willing to pay it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, it's something that I would purchase this beer and gift it out to friends for like the holiday. I think it'd be a nice little present.
okay, see, we're gonna close out at this point because we're running kind of late, but we hope John Neely gets better.
Feel better, John.
A shame because he moved up to northern Massachusetts, northeastern Massachusetts. As soon as he gets there, this huge bomb, cyclone, whatever they call it, blizzard hits. Then he gets the world famous virus. Yeah, and then he gets the world famous virus, and then plus he got a bad head cold. He can't host Stout Sunday. It's got to be very frustrating. I'm over here with 49 degrees and sunny and dry, so can't complain. So my product was nice. Would I buy it again? I would buy it again in about a year or two for a revisit, but I wouldn't habitually buy it. I wouldn't be a Trader Joe's doesn't really keep those around. They'll run one for a year or two, and then they'll come out with something different. So they don't really repetitively sell these holiday specials. Now they have Aldi, which is half a mile north of me, and they're working on it right now. So when Aldi opens, I'm gonna buy all their little mimic beers. Aldi's like has no shame.
No, they don't. They really
sell
don't.
They sell knockoff beers, like they got a Pilsner called Reineken and a stout called Rennes.
You just look at the packaging when you see it. It's like, come on, y'all, really? Come on.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many beers I've reviewed. There's a lot.
They got an American beer like called Budweiser, but but anyway, it's cheap, so it's probably pretty good. They're funny though. They're comical, They got an extra stout called Gorpedo, But anyway, now as far as
the wines are pretty good. The Aldi wines are pretty good. If you get that, I have an Aldi wine here. I bought,
hey, but Jean, I'm still trying to work. Hey, Jean, I'm still trying to work through the Dollar General wines. Okay.
Okay. Gotcha.
Give me a break, and then I gotta walk through that dreary, miserable forest called Wild Irish Rose Wild Grape.
Yeah. No.
All right. Tuesday morning, I got 2 blended whiskeys, Bankers Club from New Jersey, and I got Kessler from Kentucky. My opinion is that Bankers Club's going to whip it. I think Bankers Club's going to bust its butt, but I don't know that, but we'll see. As far as taste challenges, I went on a spending spree this week because I have a lot of money this week. So I bought this beer at Mathern's for $10.99 a 12-pack. The thing about Schlitz, it's 20 IBUs. Most American adjunct lagers are 10. This one's 20. And it's just going to kill all the rest. I think it's going to whip everybody. It's going to whip this.
Isn't that, Jay, the beer that made Milwaukee famous?
Didn't Laverne and Shirley work at Schlitz, or was that something else?
Who?
Laverne and Shirley, the TV show.
Shot. Shot. I was shot.
Shot.
Oh.
A fictional company, It's going to whip up on this. It's going to whip up on this American-produced contract product. Which you may have heard of, and others. But, it's just going to be a blind taster. I'm not going to take sides. I'm going to do it blind. So if it loses, it loses, but it's not going to lose. I promise you. I'm going to do blind taste test on the air, and Schlitz will not lose. It will not. It's not happening. If you really want to wreck your life, coming up, I bought this yesterday on United States Way 51 in Hammond, Louisiana. If you're looking to wreck your life and like have no future, drink this.
Oh no.
Four
Loco again.
And it comes in at a low ABV of
14.
Nice. What are the flavors on that? Red, white, and blue?
Yeah, it tastes like America, I guess. Some people theorize it probably. Some people said it probably tastes like those red, white, and blue bomb pops that they sell from the little truck that drives around the neighborhood and sells the bomb pops. I said, yeah, that's probably true. All right, so wish me luck. If I never show up again and my channel is gone, it's because I did the Four Loco USA. I'm pretty worried about that. Okay, now Michael Komarov, any promos?
Okay, so as long as we're going to be in high ABV land, I think I've shown this before, but can always show it again. This is from Lithuania, and it's called Effin' Awesome, and it's a mere 16%. They're advertising it as an imperial lager, and I've had several of these. You can talk to John Anilli, who's had a few of these, although I think when he was still in Georgia from the place they were getting it, once they had this fake thing where they didn't have the alcohol ABV on the bottle. So they were getting around, because Georgia has a 14% top end. You can't have anything more than 14. And they have two. This one's 16. They have another one that's 15 called Crazy Brewski. And for a while he was able to get them, but then you couldn't get them anymore. And that's from Lithuania, and I'm not insulting it. It is what it is. But here's a couple of other products. Yes. Michael,
are those the guys that make Lobster Lovers?
Yes, but Lobster Lovers I think is only 9%, so that's it's a low ABV brother. That's the same company, but on the also high ABV end, this is the original Bogfish Head Worldwide Stout, which we know is somewhere between 15 and 20%, and they have their cap. You can see the cap, which is like watch out, whatever you want to say, with the Dogfish on it. And I also have Dogfish Head 120 minute.
Yeah, I've had the 120 minute. That's really good.
Oh man.
Also in the 15 to 20% range. Be careful. Don't just go in.
Do not drink this and hop behind the wheel of your car.
Oh no. We don't want that.
It's a bad idea. But I guess the Dogfish Head ones I'm kind of semi-cellaring, even though they're not in my official cellar area. So I'm saving them for a while. This Effin' Awesome might go soon at a beer tasting, so we'll see what happens with that. And otherwise, Stout Sunday. Yes, Jay.
Do you think you'll let us know in Beer Talk what you think about it?
Yes, I will. I'll let you know. Next Sunday, we hope John's feeling better and is able to host, and Jay can just come as a guest and relax.
Right, instead of running the switchboard. All right, now, Jean-Pierre, any promos? Thanks, everybody, for joining. Okay.
Yes, thank you, Jay, for joining. John, feel better, my friend. Hope you get well. I hope you guys enjoyed the Wild Leap that I uploaded yesterday. The Partners in Crema coffee stout that I uploaded from Wild Leap Brewing Company, LaGrange, Georgia. John had bought me a couple of cans. So thank you, John, for that. I got a couple of beers I will be reviewing coming up. Got this one here from trying to look at the same from Beardus, or if I'm pronouncing it correctly, Bearderis in Nashville, Tennessee Brewing Company. This is their home style IPA. This is at soft, juicy, and hazy. What's the ABV on this one? Where is it? ABV is 6%. From Nashville, Tennessee. I'll be reviewing this one. And I found this yesterday from New Belgium, the Voodoo Ranger Juicy Force Hazy Imperial IPA.
Man.
This is 9.5%. So it's about to go a little crazy. So I might do that. Plus, I still have the nougat nectar that Wayne had sent me. So those are the three beers I will be reviewing.
Nugget.
The golden nugget.
Not nougat.
So,
Nougat is what they
yeah.
must be.
Yeah, so those are the beers I will be reviewing. So stay tuned. Who knows? I might review one of them today and upload it. Just feel that kind of way.
Hey, you got till 3:05 Eastern until Cincinnati and Kansas City kick off. All
That's
right,
it.
BC, any promos?
Yeah, I posted a video of the beer that I just did yesterday on my channel. And Wednesday, I'm going to be doing Black Hearted by the Bell's Beers. Got this out of their Box of Hearts variety pack. And so it's been about a year since I've done this one. They come out with this one about this time every year for Valentine's Day. So I was originally going to do this yesterday, but since I had the Larry's beer, I figured put this on hold, do that, and then come back to this Wednesday. So that's what I'm going to do. It's 7% APV. So it's good. Packaged not last month, but in December, so about 2 months old. That ain't bad. So other than that, I guess I'm on James's channel later on today at 3. So yeah, that's pretty much it for me. So
Okay, and thank you. And if you want to present that on Beers for Wintertime Wednesday at 7:30 Eastern, let us know. Well, you can just join. You don't have to let us know. But Wednesday at about 7:20 or 7:30 Eastern, we're doing Beers for Wintertime. Hopefully, Bumpy Road will join us again one day on that. And miscellaneous brew reviews and Jaleh and Jean-Pierre and Michael Komarov and all the people, Tanya Milski. And so we're doing Beers for Winter one more time, and then we're going to do beers for after that we're going to do Joker's Wild Wednesday, and then we're going to do Beers for Carnival, which would probably confuse most people. I'll probably do that alone, Beers for Carnival. But now Bumpy Road promos.
Yeah, I got my 50-point inspection videos. I put them out on Wednesdays and Fridays. Those are my beer reviews that I do. It's based off of 0 to 50 point scale, going through various aspects of the beer, like the appearance, the aroma, the flavors, all that stuff. I have a live stream on Mondays. It's called New Brew. To join up on panel, you just have to bring a beer that you've never had before, and it's a little bit different structure of off air meets a little bit of structure, basically. So some questions will go out to the panel. You didn't
do that this last Monday, right?
No, this last Monday I didn't do that because I was hanging out with John and Nelly.
Oh, okay.
That's why I took this weekend off, actually, was to hang out with John and Ellie. But by the way, that I came down ill as well, and my wife's not feeling the best, and John's still not feeling well. Doing this. Here's a fun fact. This is, I think, my 4th time joining up on a Stout Sunday. The other times, I think Alex ran them. So 100% of all of my times I've been able to join Stout Sunday, John and Nelly has not been the host.
Wow, that might mean that John and Millie should never host so that you could join, right? No, that's bad logic. That's bad logic. Okay. Well, any last comments? If not, we're going to end the broadcast. I know people got things to do. I know what I'm going to be doing at 3:05 p.m. Eastern time. I know that much. All right. Well,
3:05 Eastern,
comments? Let me
2:05 Central, 12:05 Pacific. Yeah.
We're up to 17 degrees here, so I guess it's quickly warm.
oh yeah, quickly.
Yeah. What time would that game be in Alaska time?
When Louisiana got to 18 degrees in 2018, there was like a state of emergency, you know.
They just like was in Mobile, man. They can't handle it, man. They don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
I'm sure Bumpy's temperature is comparable, and so is BC, though. So
Yeah,
it's
I'm
not
at
like
16 degrees now. 16.
It's 20 here.
Oh, sick.
Okay, so Michigan is the hot spot right now of the three.
Yeah.
I had to pay $100. I had to pay $100 for a new water line
Oh boy.
in 2018.
Drip, they say drip the faucets.
I thought I had, but it wasn't enough, and then it busted, and it cost me money, you know. But all right, well, y'all take care, and I appreciate everybody joining Stout Sunday. I'm glad I got to fill in for John and Millie, but I would rather if he hosted it. It is him and Michael's concept anyway, after all.
Bumpy, thanks for coming.
Yeah.
Oh
Thanks
yeah, that was awesome.
Thanks for letting me in.
You know we're gonna let you in. You know that. All right. Well, y'all take care, everybody, and enjoy your Sunday. Last Sunday
Watch
of
the
January
football
20.
games. It's the NFC and
2022.
AFC championships.
Yeah, and get ready
Enjoy
for the
it, everybody.
Bengals and the 49ers. Get ready to watch the Bengals and the 49ers in their third Super Bowl
That
together.
was, I'm looking at a rematch from 2 years
That's
ago.
against the chalk, Jay. Against the chalk, it won't happen.
I'm going 49ers and Chiefs rematch from 2 years ago.
We will see,
They said
John.
That's what they said in 1981.